This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Navy Midshipmen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Memphis Tigers offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. Follows his blocks. It's Hayden. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stokes. Caught. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. What a cut. Now he's loose. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Chapman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Covey. Plows ahead.
God damn it. Gets through the
fucking
fucking
to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Memphis. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Smith. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Keeps it himself. Keeps it himself. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Uh-oh, look out. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, midshipman. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Stokes. Right side, it's Chapman. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
Personal foul. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's coming. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Line is set on 3rd down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Right at the line. That's the 20. He's got space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stokes. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Split backs here. Looking for the edge. Pulls it, looking for a crease. He's got the first down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Sells the run, wants to pass. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Running inside, it's Bryant. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Using his legs, it's Covey. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it back to him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. To the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
To the air, it's Stokes. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, how about this defense, man?
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Bryant. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Here's a give to Robinson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Drops back. It's Woodson trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have. can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Big fullback's got it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Going to try to get it himself. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the midshipman head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keep. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Snags it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got his man. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Into the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Both of these teams still side looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The run inside. It's Bryant. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. Inside the 40. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. Here's a little room there. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Pulls it again on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Pulls it. He'll pull it on the read. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free, you just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quick game. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
There he goes. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They want that clock to run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Drives inside. There's some room. Pass headed to the end zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game, and one of the biggest reasons why, I'd say.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Sticks it in his belly. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Navy quick to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it! Into the house! Touchdown, Navy!
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high. The defender, you're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready. They were dialed in.